check this out. It's another episode of the I'm Not a Hater podcast featuring your favorite not hater, Mr. Brown. All right, this week we just gonna talk about some honest thoughts that I have, I guess you could say daily, um, about life, things that, we all should be doing in order to be the best person that we can be. Um, and like I always say, man, we not here for a long time, but we here for a good time. We gonna get something out of this, and then we gonna be on our way. Now, the first thing I want to say to people is that if you've never checked out a podcast, from me before, I just want you to know that this is a place of positivity. No negative thoughts, no negativity really allowed. um we have a good time. The whole I'm not a hater thing is really just a play on words. I'm really not a hater. A lot of people say that I am, but I do it in a joking manner, what have you. And basically this podcast started as a way for me to get out my thoughts about different subjects, and basically just talk about my experiences with life, and everything that's going on in the world. So basically, my honest thoughts, right? Number one, stay humble. Okay. You gotta walk with some humility in your life. You can't walk around like you are the greatest thing since sliced bread, because we all think we the greatest thing since sliced bread, but we all have to stay humble. We can't just be walking around like you better than the next person, because truthfully, you one step from being below somebody you think you higher than. And that's just a real fact. Like, I know people who, obviously you got to have confidence, right? And confidence is a good thing, but when you start taking yourself too seriously and you walking around with all these airs that you're putting on, it's unnecessary. Stay humble, man. You ain't at the top. You keep yourself humble. Like, look in the mirror and really look at yourself and go, hey, I'm no better than the next man. And move with that type of attitude, man. I guarantee you stay humble, um, and keep your focus where it needs to be, and you'll be a better person for it. Um, the moment you start, of course, getting out of pocket with your thoughts and your behavior, it's going to turn people off. And if you're not a humble person and you're not walking with humility, you will turn people off. People will not want to be around you. And it just makes your life that much more difficult. You're going to end up alone in a lot of situations where you need a friend to turn to because of your lack of humbleness. Okay. So stay humble, people. Um, Listen, respect is earned and not just given. A lot of people, and listen, you may feel the way you feel about this, but a lot of people try to just bully their way into getting respect, and that is not the way it should be. I should respect you mutually. The same respect that you give me, I'm gonna give you. Now you start getting out of pocket where you know you start talking crazy, then I can't respect that. I gotta keep it moving. Or you doing things that would be classified as disrespectful, or um not correct or not ethical. I got You lose some of my respect, or you just a person who's just terrible in a lot of ways. You losing my respect, but you got to earn it. Like, I'm not just walking in respecting you just because you got some type of name or title behind it. Show me through your actions. Show me through your day-to-day life why I should be respecting you in the first place. And I think what goes on a lot of times is, and again, feel how you want to feel about this, but a lot of times with older people, they feel like just because they're older, they should get your respect right off top. But I've learned, right, that you got young fools and you got old fools. So you need to cipher out who needs to get your respect by them showing you respect as well. Don't just go off respecting people just because they're older than you and they feel like, oh, hey, you need to respect me, and they yelling and doing all this other. That's not what are you doing that for? It's not respectful. Show me that you are worthy of my respect. Like I said, again, through your actions, the way you move. Is it honorable? Does it have integrity with it? And if I could see that for myself, and you don't have to tell me that I need to respect you, then guess what? You're gonna get my respect, and I'm gonna do the best that I can to show you that I'm respectful as well. And that's just the way that should be. Like, we shouldn't just go around giving people respect just because they're Mr. So and so or Miss So and so, or whatever the case may have you. Show me why you should get my respect. Earn it. Come from a place of again, integrity and humility earn my respect. Okay, don't just think you're getting it just off top because of who you are. That's not the way that goes. And if you've been doing that like I was for a long time, it's time out for it. You can change up. You can do things differently. The game ain't over yet. You can switch up in the ninth inning and start to do things a different way. So don't just go around, out here giving respect away when it's not really warranted. Make those people show you why they need to be respected. Okay. And again, it may be a harsh truth, harsh reality, but sometimes it has to be said. Okay. Now listen, I'm gonna say this and feel how you want to feel about it. But listen, be yourself. There's a lot of people running around with imposter syndrome, trying to be this person, that person, when you don't know what that person has to do, or what mask, um, or what they have to go through to be what you see every single day. It's better off being the one you instead of the 13th version of another person. Uh, and again, we see this a lot on social media. People imitating people's lives because they think it's all good. When you could just be yourself, and somebody might be interested in what you are. Like even will I always say that? Will I say I tried to be somebody? No, I never really tried to be. I always tried to be me. I always tried to fit in as who I was. Even if I didn't fit in, I was cool with it. Like I struggled with that as a child coming up, but once I got to a certain point, it was like, man, I'm gonna just be myself. And once I learned to be myself, I was better off for it. And do not walk around trying to be um a celebrity, or do not walk around trying to imitate something you've seen on TV or social media. Just be who God created you to be, and that you'll be better off for it. I promise you that. Because listen, going through all that to be that person don't really want to be that person. They probably they rather switch lives or trade lives with you and just be them, be a quiet version of themselves. Okay, so just continue to be yourself. Don't worry about trying to be somebody else. It's much better for you that way. So basically, these are the three keys, in my opinion, for life: stay humble, respect is earned and not given, and be yourself. And with these three keys, you can't miss. It'll be nothing but positivity, and you'll live, as most people say, you'll live your best life. So listen, this is Mr. Brown from the I'm Not a Hater podcast. Flipping the script a little bit. The government shutdown is over. All right, Donald Trump um, signed back into effect so government employees can go back to work. TSA, military, etc. How do we feel about it though? Like Democrats kind of caved in. People tend to think. My opinion, they won some of the elections from last week. So you're starting to see a little bit of a change come. I thought the Democrats were headed up, but then some of the members of the Democratic Party caved in and voted with the Republicans to open the government. Kind of mixed feelings about the whole thing. I felt like the shutdown was more of a way of the Republicans proving a point and trying to bleed dry these programs that are helping everybody, not just Democratic people, but Republican people also. And I felt like, ending the shutdown would show some type of unity, but I'm starting to see that from public opinion, a lot of people are upset with the Democratic Party for ending the shutdown. Me personally, help the American people. That's what it's all about. That's what it should be about. Not really this whole party this and party that in my eyes. Um, and I feel like, come back together and work together for the American people. That's who you serving. That's who's important, not all these self-interest groups and MAGA this and all that. You're working for the American people. Those MAGA people are the same people that are getting the same benefits that black and brown people tend to get, or they tend to make it seem like black and brown people are getting them at a higher rate when it's actually in the reverse. But the government is open again, and that's the key point. um so let's see what happens. The Epstein files are released. Now, like I've been saying for months, everybody wanted them out in the open. Will anything come of it? I highly doubt it. I feel like it's out. the outrage is probably over because now you know whatever secrets you wanted to know, and that's just the end of it. Like, it's really not much else you could really say about it. Now you know that your favorite celebrity was going to Epstein Island and having a good time with underage girls. It sounds really anticlimactic if you ask me, but that's just the way I feel about it. Listen, I'm never here to be here for a long time. I'm just here to spread my information and keep it moving. So this is Mr. Brown signing off. Until the next time, I will see you soon. Peace and love. I'm Not a Hater podcast.